Ki he Māori ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. It gives me great pleasure to be here in Reykjavik. My hometown is almost directly on the other side of the planet, Wellington, New Zealand, so it's great to be here in Reykjavik. I'm here to talk to you about a power company that customers love, which is kind of an anathema in our industry, but something that we set out to do a number of years ago in New Zealand. We, for those of you who don't know our background, we are an offshoot or a wholly owned subsidiary of Meridian Energy in New Zealand. Meridian Energy is a renewable energy, vertically integrated renewable energy company. And we were set up to address three strategic challenges facing the industry, which continue to be a challenge today. There was intensifying competition, there was increasing regulatory intervention, and there was inevitability of technology disruption. So our role in life really is to future-proof the role of electricity retailing for Meridian Energy, and that's how we started. We started in New Zealand, launched publicly in New Zealand in 2009, moved into Australia in 2013, and we're set to launch into the UK in a franchise model with a partner early next year. So, perceptions of our industry, too much talked about. I've got a different perception. Designed and built by engineers, bastardised by economists, and muddled by marketers, the power industry continues to deliver one of the most successful consumer confusion programs of all time. And I think that's still true today. I mean, you know, I guess in summary, our industry is a bit shit, and it's very good at making smart people feel stupid. So we decided to turn that on its head and give power to the people, give power back to the people, both literally as an electricity supplier, but more importantly, figuratively. So we wanted customers to take back the power and have much more accessible information and much more ability to take their own decisions. We heard Nick yesterday talk about single-minded purpose for a brand. This is our one, power to the people. Everything we do needs to feed into the essence of providing power back to the people. So I guess there's three key components that we see building up our brand. There's our product or service, there's our marketing and the way we speak to our customers, and there's our organisational culture. So I'll touch on each of those. If we were going to get customers to think differently about how they manage their energy or how they had a relationship with an energy company, we needed to present ourselves as different and disruptive from the start. So we had to present ourselves as being a power company that delivered the same power, the same wires, same electrons are coming down the wires, but with a much different attitude. We also wanted to promote freedom of choice and be an organisation that was prepared to stand up for something and not a faceless corporation that hid behind corporate sort of garb and jargon. Other times we just want to have a little bit of fun and essentially portray the same message. You can see that the common thread there, but in a much more light-hearted way. We have a more recent campaign that sort of follows that similar trend. It's our Baby Trump campaign. There's putting some of the ludicrous and bizarre statements of Mr. Trump in a different context really highlights how ludicrous they are. But obviously statements coming from an adorable baby give you a much more fuzzy family feeling. There is a video that goes with this, which I haven't got time to show, but look on our Facebook page and under the videos you'll see a 60-second video which is hilarious. So the other thing is Powershop's built around people, both our customers and the people who work in the organisation. Industry rules and regulations are not a great recipe for a customer experience, quite the opposite. So we took the approach of designing what we thought was an ideal customer experience and worked out how we could plumb that into the existing rules and regulations of the industry. We also had a lot of focus on our own staff, how would they interact with our customers, and build an application that allowed them to get the information they needed to support customer service inquiries in a simple and easy fashion. In terms of our product and service, we are all digital, both web and mobile. We had a relentless focus on simplicity. A lot of people would describe electricity customers as unengaged or apathetic or words like that. Our theory was that people want to engage, they just don't know how to, and it's too hard. So we focused on things like plain English or plain language statements. You're about 3 days ahead. Any customer can understand that. We focused on simple information around consumption, and we also visualised this in a calendar format, what we call the Power Organiser. So very intuitive instruments or tools that customers understand. So we focused relentlessly on that. So take all of the clutter and jargon out of things. So no complex tariff structures that customers need to worry about. They can dive into them if they want to, but in terms of their day-to-day transactions, day-to-day life, they don't need to understand that. Also, critical focus on simplicity in our mobile application. Simple to easy to understand information around consumption and balance and being able to transact and buy products. The other thing that our industry often overlooks is creating an emotional connection with customers. They're okay at the rational connection, but not so great at the emotional connection. The model that we've set up with Powershop, where customers buy a package of power, they're like a consumer good, gives us another communication instrument that we can use for talking to our customers. So what we tend to do is we run regular product specials. They have a discount to satisfy the rational needs of customers and give them a positive experience, in contrast to traditional electricity retailers whose only real connection with their customers is a demand to pay money either once a month or once a quarter or once a year. We turn that into a positive to say, actually, rather than having a demand for payment, you get the opportunity to buy a product special and get the satisfaction of getting a good deal or a bargain. But the other important point is the emotional connection. It's an opportunity to have a bit of fun with our customers, again, portray the human face of us as an organisation and have a bit of fun with our customers. So around the mobile device there, you can see a bunch of product specials that would typically attach to a sporting event or an event that's going on in the market and having a bit of fun with our customers. All of that really boils down to or distills down to control. So, our brand essence is about power to the people. What that actually means is giving our customers control. Simple and easy to understand information, the flexibility to buy power when and how they want to is really what we're all about. Our customer service ethos is really everybody's on the VIP list. All of your customers are important. And we've got, good independent evidence to support that that formula seems to be working. In New Zealand, there's an independent organisation that annually polls energy providers, and since our launch in 2009, we've had customer satisfaction ratings of 90 to 96%. Our Net Promoter Score is tracking around positive 46, which is a very good score for a utility business. All of that, though, is underpinned by our culture. We've heard it a couple of times over the last couple of days that culture is an important part of how you present yourself as an organisation. Healthy culture leads to a healthy organisation, and I guess in our context, the idea of being a disruptor and being innovative and free thinking cuts both ways. If we want to present ourselves like that in the market, we need to make sure that we give our staff the opportunity to be diverse and give them the freedom to operate and the opportunity to succeed. So our culture is really underpinned by I guess three principles, which we have a little pink book that we give to all staff, and I'll just take you through those three principles in turn. So the first one is give a shit. Show you care about your customers, our company, and each other. That goes a long way to building a healthy organisation if you've got staff that give a shit. Next one is be awesome. Use your superpowers for the greater good. And it's okay to wear your undies on the outside if that's the way you're inclined. And the third and final one is also important, is embracing unique. Welcome weirdos. We're not clones. Keep an open mind. So I guess that's a whirlwind tour of our story, I guess. But we set ourselves the challenge of building a power company that customers love, and I think we think we've made a lot of progress in that direction. I think there's still work for us to do, and we'll never be finished. But we're very proud of the work we've done to date.